Hi, everybody. I hope y'all can see me. I haven't gone live in a really long time. It's been like, I want to say over a year. So I just wanted to get on here and say, hey, everybody. Today's topic is going to be so much fun. It's going to be a pick a card all about just like people in general. What are they realizing about you lately? So I'll give everybody like a little bit of time to come in. But if you're watching the replay of this, just know that the timestamps will be in the description box below. Okay. So I'm going to be using a few different Oracle decks today. Hi, McGee. How are you? So I'm going to be using a few different Oracle decks, and also I'm going to be using just like the standard iridescent rider Waite because it's classic. It's one of my favorites. This is the first deck that I ever got, actually. And so it's really old. I've had it for like 12 years or something like that. So anyways, I'm just going to shuffle. I've already cleansed the space. I'm going to bring in Spirit. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Makira. Hi, Jay. Hi, Alexandra. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Hi, Emperor She. Hi, Esme. I hope I say your names correctly because sometimes I'm not that great at saying names correctly, but I'll do my best. Hi, D. Washington. It's so nice to see you all. Hi, Tiana. Tiana, is it? Tiana. Anaya. I love that. That's a beautiful name. So, okay, yes. I'm glad you asked. For pile one, we have this. I got some brand new gemstones. So this is such a beautiful blue goldstone. So this blue goldstone, nice and shimmery, navy blue. This is for pile one. And so I guess I'll put that right here. This is for pile one. Okay. And then for pile two, we have this beautiful selenite heart. Okay. So that's pile two. And then for pile three, we have this Dalmatian Jasper. So you can go ahead and think about, again, this is 1, 2, and 3. So you can think about which one you're drawn to. Also, you can look at the thumbnail, and there are different like images of the 6 of Wands. So you can choose which one appeals to you that way as well. So again, pile one is the blue goldstone, and then pile two is the beautiful selenite heart, and then pile three is the Dalmatian Jasper. I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day if you celebrated today. It's so nice to see everybody here. It's so nice to be able to connect with you too. Yes, I haven't been live in a really long time. So if you're just coming in, please be sure to hit that like button. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Spirit. Oh, and I hope you don't mind, but you're going to be seeing me instead of the cards because I thought it'd be fun to just connect with you this way since I very rarely do this. So I thought it'd be something fun and different. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Makira. Oh, is it Makira or Makira? I know you probably can't answer me, but anyways, it's a beautiful name. All right. So, Spirit, please be here now with me and help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my Pile One Collective who's here today. Please speak through me as you always do, Spirit. And please bring in light, peace, positivity, and protection in this space and for all of us here today. And for those watching at a different time. All right. So it's so nice to see you all and connect with you all. As I stated, this is going to be about what are people realizing about you lately? This is just people in general. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, and I'm going to do my best to shuffle on camera because if you guys have been watching me for a while, like, you know that I'm kind of a stickler about shuffling on camera. So Spirit, please help me to choose the correct cards that'll reveal how are people really, what are they really realizing? Whoa, we have cards like flying out. Okay, this one just flew out. Oh, wow. So we have here the 10 of coins. What a beautiful card to start out with. So it's like people are realizing that I guess people are realizing your value. You're valuing yourself. And because you're valuing yourself, other people seem to be acknowledging that in you. Also, you could just seem to be putting a lot of pride into your outfits. Maybe you're like putting a little bit of effort into your hair or your makeup if you're in your feminine energy and you enjoy that kind of thing. But people are noticing. They're definitely noticing that you look very abundant too, because that can stand for abundancy. And also just I think your spirit is shining and people are able to see this about you. So that's great. But I think mainly you're starting to see your value and also starting to ask that other people treat you with value too, because you know that you're worth it. And I love that. It's so empowering. Hi, Jesse. So nice to see you here. Hi, Renee. All right, we had another card just fly out. It is the Wheel of Fortune. What an exciting card here. This card talks about, like, good luck. A lot of times, like, when this card comes up, people would consider you to be somebody who's very lucky or a winner. And people are realizing that you're quite a powerful manifester. You're really in your empowered energy. So, it doesn't matter, who you are, you're just shining, like your importance. And I love that about you. It's so cool. It's so amazing to actually see that about you in these cards. And I know that many of you who view my channel are really beautiful souls. And I feel so blessed to have you all be here and watching this channel. So let's see what else. We have the Justice. Okay, so that can stand for Libra energy. So you could have Libra somewhere in your chart, but you know what that really tells me as a reader is that people see you as fair. They see you as somebody who doesn't want conflict. You don't really want to treat people in an unfair way. You want to treat people with dignity and respect because you have integrity. And that's why you're so shiny. That's why people are noticing and realizing that about you lately, is because you have such a good and kind heart and you are fair and you treat people nicely, especially if people are kind to you. And I think too that like you've gotten pretty good at like setting boundaries, because Spirit is just telling me that I'm hearing that you've gotten pretty good at setting boundaries and sticking to your boundaries. All right. Thank you so much, Adriana. You guys are so sweet. Y'all are so sweet. We have the King of Cups, which can stand for Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer energy. But truly, as a reader, when I see this card in this kind of reading, what this tells me is that people are really seeing you as somebody who's really in touch with your emotions lately. Like, you're not just in your headspace, you're more like operating from your heart space, and you're truly like forgiving yourself for anything you did in the past, accepting yourself. And like, that's another reason why you're just shining. And that's why you're feeling so empowered here. That's like the root of it, is that you're more like, I guess, like you're more willing to do your shadow work, to go within, to face your proverbial demons or whatever. Everyone has a shadow side and a shadow aspect. And it's so important to be able to see it, acknowledge it, and say, you know what? I have this in me and it's okay. Everybody has that, just like the yin yang. I'm wearing my yin yang bracelet that my wonderful daughter gave me. I have a ring and a bracelet on, and it reminds me about like the good and the bad and everything. And like we all have the good and the bad, bad within us. And it's like you are accepting yourself fully, the good and the bad and everything. So that just makes me feel like you're such a complete person and you're working on yourself all of the time. Oh, thank you so much, AM, for the donation. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so I want to also get into some more tarot, but I thought let's switch gears and do these. These were a gift to me from a fellow tarot reader, and I wish I could remember her name, but I can't really remember her name right now. But yeah, if I think of it, I will put it in the description box. Okay. But anyways, these are just wonderful little cards. They're descriptor cards. So how else or what else are people realizing about my pile one? That you're lovable. Yeah. So you're able to really love other people because you're loving yourself. And you know how that old like saying, you can't really truly love other people until you really love yourself and learn to love yourself. It's really true. Like, and I think that's another reason why people are like noticing you're more in touch with your emotions and your heart space, because you really are loving yourself and you're able to showcase that and like show others. So people are saying like really positive things about you and realizing that you're healed or that you're healing from things that weren't so positive. Everybody goes through life with some little bumps in the road, but you are hanging in there, and not only hanging in there, but thriving, which is great. And I'm really proud of you because it takes a really strong person to get through life and with such a positive attitude. That's what I wanted to say. What else are people realizing? Okay, so this says musical. So this makes me think of like somebody who's just very happy, or you could play a musical instrument. It could just mean literally that like people are realizing or recognizing your musical talents and abilities. But also what this tells me is that you could be happier. Maybe you're walking around whistling or like singing a lot more or humming, and people are noticing that you are happier. Okay? So that's how I take it. Thank you, Cheryl, so much for that reminder. Yeah, if you're enjoying this reading, definitely press the like button because it really does help. Thanks, Cheryl. All right, what else are people realizing about my pile one, Spirit? Ooh, we have fierce. So also, okay, yes, you're happier, you're healed or healing, but also you got a fierceness to you that it just gives people a little bit of like respect, not fear of you, but more like respect for you, because you are saying, this is me, this is who I am, and I deserve respect. And I'm very proud of you. That's awesome, Esme, that you are realizing that you've got to grow and be happy. And growth is not easy. That's why it's called growing pains, because it's painful to grow. And sometimes we have to let people go and situations go, and just not let them bother us. But I feel like people are realizing that about you, that you're stronger. I wouldn't be surprised if we got some kind of card like just coming out that would indicate strength, like the strength card in the tarot or something else, because I really do feel like people are realizing that you're such a stronger individual than you were before. Thank you so much, Sean. Thanks so much. All right, what else? We've got innocence. So people are realizing that you're a really sweet and kind soul. And why would somebody try to mess with you when you're such a good person, you're such a sweet soul, and all you want is to shine your light in this world? Why would people want to bulldoze you? Well, there's a bunch of bullies out there. We all know that. But people are realizing that you're not a bully. You're more like a kind heart, a sweet soul. People are realizing that they shouldn't take advantage of you. Do they still do it? Yes, I think they still do sometimes. But you're kind of like unbothered by it. You're protected and you know it, and you almost have this like shield of protection around you, but you're not like extremely intimidating to people or anything like that. It's just that people know that if they try to mess with you or they try to bully you, you don't deserve it and you're not going to take it because you are getting stronger. Maybe in the past you might have taken it. I know I'm guilty of that too, like myself. Like I'm not going to dwell too much on myself, but like I came from some trauma and some negativity in my past, and I had to learn to like accept myself and realize that like that wasn't my fault and I didn't deserve to be treated that way, and that made me stronger, and now I just don't allow people to treat me like that. And I feel like that is so empowering, and that's how people are viewing you too, is that you're taking care of yourself. That's the thing about self-love, and like, going back to what we were saying before about loving yourself and being able to do that in order to love others. So, so important. Let's go ahead and we're going to look at these cards. This is I think it's Heal and Ascend or something like that. It's an oracle deck. Hi, Abundantly. Nice to see you. Yes, happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day to all of you who celebrated. Okay. Oh, look at this, pile one. You got beauty. So people are seeing that you really are a beautiful person inside and out. You're just radiating. And I think it's because, you are taking care of yourself. Like I mentioned in the beginning, like you could be putting more effort into yourself lately, and all of the little things that you do, they show people that you take care of yourself. And so I think that's so good that people are realizing that you are beautiful. It's so, so important. And you may even be receiving more compliments lately. If not, know that you're still beautiful. Sometimes people withhold compliments. I don't know why they do, but there's been so many times where I've like, people in my circle at least, where they'll be like, oh yeah, I was thinking that about you, but I just didn't want to say it. And it was like, why would you not want to say a compliment? But yeah, some people hold their compliments back. Yeah, Renee, you're absolutely right. Renee says life isn't easy, especially if you're different than most. I always was bullied by the bullies. I can relate to that too because of my love for tarot and growing up in a community where like most people were looking down on that and it was seen as bad. Um, that was seen as very different. And yeah, so I can relate to that, or like feeling like an outsider. But I think that people are realizing that like now you really are coming into yourself and who you are, and it really is beautiful. So there's less judgment. I want to say there's less judgment. Of course, there will always be people that will judge us, but there's less. It says pay attention to signs. I think that people are realizing that you're more spiritual these days. So like you are just kind of like radiating that out, that you're very spiritual, you're very connected to spirit. And somehow people can tell you're following the signs. Maybe you talk about spirituality a lot, or maybe you don't. But the way that you even like hold yourself or conduct yourself, or it could be some of the fashion choices that you're doing, can indicate to other people that you're very spiritual. But I think even more than like how you look or the things you're wearing, I think it's your attitude. And that's like a reflection of how you're feeling. And you're able to put out actually light out there and shine your light into the world. So people are realizing that. All right. And then we have Pride. Do you notice how she's like half skeletal and half a beautiful woman? I think that, people are seeing that like you're really changing, because this one also reminds me of the Death card in tarot, which is all about change, transformations, and letting go of things that no longer serve you. I mean, yeah, it kind of looks scary, but in a way, doesn't that also sort of like touch upon like that dichotomy within all of us, how we all have that yin yang, or like the good and the proverbially bad qualities within us all? So it's like, again, like I know the word pride is there. I don't think that people are seeing you as prideful. I think it's more like a good sense of pride in that you're able to like know who you are and be proud of yourself. So it's about self love again. Like you're just radiating this out to the world. So I love that. This is one of my favorite decks, and I haven't used it in a long time. It's, I think it is the Yin Yang Oracle, actually. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Patsy. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these. So, Spirit, what else are people realizing about my pile one? You are actually happier. So, you know how like this says party, external party. So, people are seeing you actually like celebrating who you are, rejoicing in who you are, and really accepting yourself, being happy about it. Like earlier, we had the musical card, and I could see like you just literally like your spirit seem more elevated and you're having more good days, and people are noticing that about you. You just seem lighter and happier. What else are people realizing about my pile one? We have the mirror here. So people are able to see themselves in you. It's like somehow you can hold up a mirror for people and like show them, like Deepak Chopra talks about. He talks about, I don't know if you guys follow Deepak Chopra, but he's one of my favorites. And he talks about like the world is our mirror. And sometimes people can reflect to us something inside of us that either triggers us or can be a sign of something we like need to heal or something we can celebrate in ourselves depending on what it is. And I think that people are noticing about you lately that you know you hold up a mirror to them, so you might trigger people, you may trigger some people, you may notice that you could have people just suddenly poof like leave your life. That has happened to me before. When something like that happens, it's the universe's way of sweeping them out of your life to make room for something more suitable to you. So it's like, people are seeing you lately as letting go of things that no longer serve you because, like they always say, like if you're going through life with your fists like clenched like this, you have to almost like let go in order to turn your palms up to the universe and just like be open to receive. So it's like letting go of that junk that like no longer serves you or is just negative. And people are realizing that about you, that you're open to receive because you are like letting go of things that are not serving you, are not for your best interest. So, hi, late bloomer. Yes. Okay. So I think it's time now. We've been doing this for, I want to say like 20 minutes. I think this would be a good time to do like the astro dice. And I wanted to do a couple more things here too, along with that. So I've got these cards. I want to do those, and I will roll the astro dice too. So I think I'll use this little tray. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, so we've got Cancer. So you could have like a Cancer sun, moon, or ascendant. Then we have Sagittarius. And then we have Capricorn. And we have Libra. Also, we have the number 9 for September, or the 9th of any month for a birthday. So September birthday, or the 9th of any month. We also have the number 2, which can be for February. It could be for a February birthday, or it could be for the 2nd of any month. And then 9 and 2 is 11. So the 11th of any month or a November birthday. Okay. So that's that. And then I also, and if you don't have those as your sign, as like your sun, moon, or ascendant, that's okay, because I thought it would be fun too to like maybe put some letter tiles down here and do all that stuff too. I don't think I've done that live before, but it should be interesting. All right. Anaya says she has a Cancer sun. That's cool. All right. So I am just going to pick some of these out. You are mysterious. So people are realizing that lately, maybe you're keeping more to yourself, like not talking about yourself openly as much. Like, you know, you're friendly and stuff like that, but just maybe not disclosing as much about yourself lately. Okay, what else, Spirit? Okay, somebody could have beautiful short hair. Maybe you got a haircut or something like that. People could be noticing something about your hair. You take good care of your body. So people are noticing that like, you know, your body is beautiful. So you're doing something right. So keep it up. And then it says you give so much pleasure. So like you're somebody who is confident enough in yourself to be able to give other people pleasure, and it doesn't take away from who you are. Let's do a couple more. Well proportioned. So you have a very well proportioned body, like the ratios of, like, let's say like your chest to waist to hips and all of that. Everything is very, very proportional with your body. Oh, thank you, Danielle. And then we have tasty treat. So people are realizing that you're a tasty treat. You got to love some of these cards. All right, what else? Okay, I can't say this word, but you have a very beautiful back. It could have like a V shape, like goes down like a V. People may notice your back a lot lately. Maybe you're able to show a little bit more skin, depending on where you live. And you have such a youthful glow that people are realizing about you or noticing about your physical looks lately. All right. I think I will do the charms. Thank you so much, Esme. All right, so I'm going to choose some of these out and we will see. This should be a lot of fun. Okay, so what are people noticing or realizing about my pile one lately? All right, here I've got some in my hand. I'm going to just put it on the tray and talk about it. Okay, so we've got love. So yeah, there's definitely like a theme tonight with you, pile one, that you're loving yourself and you're more loving to other people. You could be open and ready to attract love, like a new lover into your life, or maybe some of you have recently attracted a new love into your life, and people could be realizing that about you. And then we have this bird with a shamrock. So that can talk about like people are realizing that you're more independent lately. You kind of act like more independent, and also a touch of good luck is on your side. Oh my gosh, look at this. We also have a little shamrock, another 4-leaf clover. So that's 2 4-leaf clovers. So that is another confirmation from spirit that people just seem like you're I don't know, like they realize that you're a lucky person. Like you may not always feel that way, but other people, when they like look in on your life and who you are, they think that you're lucky, and they realize that about you, that you seem pretty lucky. And also, I think that people realize what a gift you are, because we do have the Christmas tree, which always reminds me of like a gift and just celebration and good times, happy memories. It says, I love you more. So there's so many messages here about love. And then we've got the handcuffs. So that can talk about like people realizing that if they, I don't know, like if they're not careful, they can become addicted to, because it reminds me of that song Chains, You Got Me in Chains. I think it's by Nick Jonas. You got me in chains for your love. People can fall in love with you hard and fast. People are realizing too that like you are very decisive with what you want. Once you make up your mind, you don't go back. So people are realizing that you are very decisive. Nice, Nicole. Nicole says, "Ooh, they like to get freaky deaky." So it says, "Love in a mist, you puzzle me." So earlier we had the "You are mysterious" card, and this kind of just confirms it. It says, "You puzzle me." So people, it's almost like they're realizing that they can't really figure you out. You're like a beautiful puzzle that they just can't figure out. And good news is on its way. So it's like, yeah, it could be too that like you always have some good news to share. Like you're able to take any bad situation and turn it into good. And you always have such a good attitude lately, and people are realizing that. And even on like the rainy days or the cloudy days, like you're able to see the silver lining and just like have a good attitude. It says the stars are aligning for you. So people are noticing that all of these things are going together really nicely. And then it says frenemy. Ooh, frenemy. Somebody here could have a frenemy. Just be careful because trust your heart with people. Like if you get kind of like a bad vibe or bad feeling from people, there's probably a reason why. So just always just trust that. Trust your heart. And if you have a bad feeling about somebody, maybe just meditate on it, because with all of these changes and things that people are realizing about you lately, the charms are saying that you could have a frenemy or somebody who's a little bit jealous of you. This could be in the workplace or within your circle of people that you know. Okay. So just something to not really get scared about, but just something to know, like to be aware of. Okay. All right. I think I will do some letter tiles just to get a few here. All right. So we've got, oopsie. I'm dropping essential oils everywhere. At least the lid is on, the cap. All right, so I'm just going to pull some out and put them on here. And then I hope you'll be able to see these. So we've got an S, a D, a K, a W, an X, another S, a G, an F, an I, another I, a letter U, an O, a B, an E, a J, a U, a letter S, an I, a D, an N, an R, an N, so a few duplicates, S again, lots of S's. You could also have like a mirror name where like your first and last name start with, let's say, letter B, like Billy Best or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you could have a mirror name. So that is it. Those are your letters. I'm trying to kind of put them together like this so you can see them. There we go. I hope you guys can see them here. So just like looking there, I'm seeing Desiree, and I'm also seeing Desire. And I think that people are noticing your looks and your appeal. And I'm seeing kids. Okay, you could have kids. People are noticing that you're a great parent or a great parental figure. I'm seeing glue. So you're like the glue that holds things and people together. Like maybe you're the glue that holds your family together. I am seeing glue here. So that just reminds me of like being that steady figure in like a family unit or in a friend group. Always the person that people can rely upon, or just to also get the fun going. What else? I hope you guys can see those okay. I'm also seeing fun. So I think that people are noticing that you have a fun attitude lately. Um, I'm seeing like guns. It kind of reminds me of like guns. Maybe you've been like lifting weights and people are noticing that you got, some muscles. If you've been even like doing like light weights, high repetitions, or maybe you're doing some heavy weights. But people are noticing that your arms look more like, I want to say like defined. And what else? I'm seeing kiss in here. There's definitely something about your lips that people are noticing that they could be thinking about kissing you. Your lips look very juicy. I am seeing like juicy in here. I was hearing that song This Kiss, This Kiss. I think it's by Shania Twain. Yep, the name Sis. Okay, Sis. Thank you, Danielle. Okay. And what else do we see in here? I'm seeing friend, but I'm also seeing foe. I'm seeing friend and foe. So I guess depending on who you ask, like I said, frenemy came up before. People could see you as a friend or foe. Because if they're jealous of you, then they would see you. It just depends. But yeah. So what else do you guys see? I'm seeing like bar. Somebody here could work in a bar or visit the bar. Um, somebody here could work in a bar. Somebody at work could have a crush on you. I am seeing that in here too. Yeah, is it Faith Hill? Okay, that could be. Thanks, late bloomer. Oh, their full name is there? Oh, wow. That's so cool. Yeah, I'm also seeing birds. So it could very well be that I mean, whenever I think of birds, like I think of like somebody with a very independent spirit or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type of person. Like very independent, intelligent. So people are noticing that kind of quality about you too. A bird just flew by. Oh my gosh. Suitcase Psychic said a bird just flew by. Oh, that's great. That's great. Okay, what else can we see in here? And then I'll move on to pile 2 pretty soon. But yeah, this is so much fun. I'm seeing cabin. Some of you may own a cabin, or maybe you have plans to visit a cabin, or you're thinking about renting a cabin. I am seeing cabin here. Okay, somebody said wigs. Okay, so yeah, maybe you like to wear like different hair pieces or wigs. Those are fun. Um, I wish I had like wigs to try on and just like have fun with. That would be super fun to try on. I always wondered what I would look like as a blonde. um, or like even black hair. That would be fun. Okay, so and then Danielle says she sees sun. Okay, so that reminds me of like Leo energy. So you could have Leo in your chart prominently, or just be very like protective. I always think of like Leos as being very protective with their loved ones. They have beautiful hair. Leos tend to have thick hair, so you could have luscious, thick hair that people are noticing lately. It's so cool to see you too, Vivian. Is your name Vivian, or it looks like Vivianra? Such a pretty name. Okay, Rach was thinking about going to a cabin with her mom today, she says. That's so cool. Hi, Latasha. Yeah, that is so cool. All right. So, if you need to like go back, you can always go back and like watch the replay and pause it and see if you can do a little bit of like spiritual Scrabble. I always think that's so much fun. So yeah, I guess we'll move on to pile number 2. I'm so glad that you all are here. It's fun to do this. Like I was saying, like it's been so long. I think it's been like a year at least since I did this. Okay, pile 2. This is for you, this beautiful selenite heart. I just got this yesterday, I want to say. Just got this yesterday. So pile 2, selenite hearts, or the image too. Okay, which will be on the thumbnail. So I will be, using this standard Rider Waite deck because this was my very first tarot deck. So it's pretty old. Not extremely old, but it's kind of old. And yeah, I've been reading tarot a long time and enjoying it. I love it. It's my passion for sure. So I'm also going to be using the Yin Yang Oracle and this wonderful descriptor deck. I'm going to find out who is the reader who gave me that, and I'll try to remember and link it in the description box. So, okay. Aw, thanks, Danielle. All right, so let's go ahead. It's like seriously getting warm where I'm at right now. But I can't complain because I love the nicer weather. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and connect with Spirit real quick and cleanse this space because I always like to do that in between readings. Okay. Okay, so Spirit, please be here now with me. Help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my Pile 2 collective about the question at hand, Spirit. Please speak through me as you always do, Spirit. And please bring in light, peace, positivity, and protection into the space and for those who are viewing. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So the question at hand is, what are people realizing about you lately? And I already just had a card fly out. Whoa. Look at this. You are a natural born leader. So yes, you're welcome, Nicole. You're a natural born leader, and people are realizing this about you, that you are like either stepping into some kind of leadership role or you're just owning it. That's like boss energy. Like literally you could be an Aries or you're just embodying Aries traits, which Aries are wonderful networkers. They're like kind of a people's person. So people are realizing that you're able to get along with all different types of people lately. What else? Adventurous, because of the fact that like Aries is a fire sign. People could be noticing that you are feisty, or that you're full of fire and like passion. So yeah, or you could literally have Aries in your sun, moon, or ascendant. What else are people realizing about my Pile 2 collective? Whoa, oh my gosh. Whoa, I'm having all of these cards this did not happen with Pile 1, but I'm having all these cards like flying out. And this one came out in reverse. And it's actually the 5 of Wands in reverse, which is this is for conflict when it's upright. And when it's turned around in reverse, it means you don't like conflict. So basically you don't have time for nonsense. People are realizing that you just don't have time for nonsense and you have no care for it. So it's like you're kind of in your boss energy. It was cute too because for Pile 1 it was more like, a sweet, soft, nurturing kind of vibes and like very loving and also a little bit fierce. But this Pile 2 is just starting off with a bang. So I love it. I love the power and empowering kind of energy that you're displaying and showing to people. Hey, music is my best friend. How are you? Yeah, so you're not as eager to please other people as you used to be. And that came out in Pile 1 too. So how else are they being viewed? Oh, wow. So the Lovers, it's like people can like meet you and immediately feel like they've known you for years. They can connect with you. People realize lately that like you're very easy to connect with and so down to earth. And I think that too, like your your knowledge base is growing, or something about your understanding of the world is growing and your perspective is growing. So like people can just meet you and feel very connected to you. And I think that's too why you got the Emperor, because that's for somebody who's a good networker. So, and you know, you could be really stretching yourself to be this way because maybe you're growing as a person. Maybe in the past you were more reserved or more inward, more, what is it? Like there's the outgoing, the more inward, there's different like personality types. And yeah, I just think that you could be stretching yourself more and people are really realizing that about you. Late bloomer says yes. Introvert, thank you. I could not think of it. Introvert and extrovert, yeah. Okay, what else are people realizing? Oh, look at this. Now, this is a really wonderful card here. The 10 of Cups is about like the utmost amount of happiness that you can feel and love. People are seeing that like you're happy. Notice the people dancing and everything is like life is good. And I think too that like what really this tells me is like you're very accepting of like people, but in a way it's like if people are nice with you, you're going to be nice with them. If they're not nice with you, you're just going to like be like, no, I don't have time for this. It's kind of like you're good with the good and like sort of neutral with the bad. I don't see you as being like vindictive or anything like that. It's just more like firm. It's a firm energy with the Emperor. It's a firmness, but not necessarily like a bad thing. Okay. Okay. So how else is Spirit viewing you? With the Page of Swords. So you could have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart, or they could just be viewing you lately as somebody who is really in your sword's energy. So think of a sword and how a sword is like, you know, cuts through like BS. It's also like swords energy. People generally speak their truth. And it doesn't necessarily have to be rude. It's just very true, very honest. Like you're somebody who is very honest and people are noticing that about you, that you're going to speak your truth. And if they don't really want to hear the truth, then you're okay with that. They don't like, you're still going to be honest. And I like that about you, actually. I like that you're somebody who has the integrity to actually speak your truth and you're not afraid to speak your truth and you're not afraid to say something, because actually you could be helping a lot of people when you're doing this. And maybe you don't even really know it. Yeah, some people don't like directness. Some people don't really like the truth, even if it's in a respectful way. You're right, Latasha. But I think sometimes people need to hear the truth, whether they like it or not. And then you got the Two of Swords in reverse. So the Two of Swords, when it's upright, is about somebody who cannot make up their mind and somebody who maybe is confused. But you got this in reverse. So that means that you know exactly what you want lately. And people know that you have clarity and you're just like on a mission. You know what you want and you're going to get it. You could be manifesting. Okay. And then we have the Judgment. So the Judgment is about healing. Okay. When you look at this card, it's kind of epic because these people are in graves and they're rising up out of their graves. And the angel is sounding a trumpet and it's healing. It's a healing sound and it's calling them to reflect on themselves and to think about everything. Think about everything and like really go inside and inward. So people are realizing that you've done your work. You're growing. You're changing all the time and you're healing too. And also, you're not somebody to really throw out judgments at people. And I think that you're very careful. And people can respect that about you. Like, I feel like, you know, if you are in your boss energy, you're very kind and like respectful. It's not a mean or a nasty emperor. So it's more like a good leader, somebody you can respect. That's how people are seeing you. And that what they realize is that it's safe to follow you. You're a good leader. Because that's what Spirit was just telling me. That they realize that you are somebody that is safe, that they can follow and respect. What else are people realizing about how to lately? You're stylish. So you must be doing something different with your style, even if it's just something that you might not even be thinking is a big deal. Because people are thinking that like you're very stylish lately. They're realizing that you're looking great. So keep it up because people are noticing. What else are they realizing? People are realizing that you're a complex individual. You're not somebody that people can just like take one glance at and figure you out. You're complicated. What they see is not what they get. Like you are so deep that I think that it's probably taken you many years to even know yourself. And yeah, it's people can't just anticipate your next move or like, yeah, they can't easily figure you out. So that's what they're realizing is they want to get to know you. They're going to have to ask you a lot of questions and dig really deep. And also, I was just getting this like a download from Spirit that people, they want to get to know you because you have an intriguing energy or aura about you lately that people are just like wondering about you. And they really want to pick your brain and like see what you know, what your views are and all of that. Inventor. So you have a very inventive mindset, and this could even be going along with your style because Spirit just like gave me that. Maybe you are putting pieces together, like creating your own swag, you know? So like, okay, I'm getting so many downloads, but like, you know how there's different styles, like you got like bohemian, or you've got like, I don't know, there's so many different like types of styles. I think that you could just like do like an eclectic thing, like where you're taking different styles and putting them together, almost like creating something new that's just you. So, oh, late bloomer took fashion design. That's so cool. Yeah, I think people can see that like you're really good naturally at like piecing things together. And it's like you naturally just have your own style and it is rather eclectic. You know, it could be like you take a little bit of this from one culture that you like, or a little bit of this from this time period that you like, and you put it together in such an individual way that it's just you and unique, and people can't duplicate it, even though some may try. That's what I was getting. Late Bloomer says, yep, that's always been me. Oh, okay. So is it Chabalita? Cabalita, pretty name, says that they actually study fashion design too. That's so cool. All right. What else are they noticing? Quirky. Yeah, quirky. Hello. So yeah, that's just a confirmation. So people are noticing that your style is unique and you really do have your own style. It's not like somebody could just say, oh, you're this, or oh, you're that, because it's more eclectic. It's little mix and match or little pieces from this or that. And you could even like make your own clothes or jewelry or something like that, or create your own aesthetic. It's very pleasing. Spirit just said it's like very pleasing to the eye. So keep doing it. All right, I'm going to also use these cards. Don't forget to like this video if you're just coming in. That always helps to get the video out to more people. So glad that y'all are here. All right, so I'm going to be doing this healing oracle just to check it out because I love this deck. It's so pretty. It has great illustrations and everything like that. Yeah, so Katie says she loves to switch up her style. It's fun to do that. It is fun to switch up your style. Okay, so something here about like your family, your tribe. I think I can show this card. Your family or your tribe, people are noticing that like you are like a really good parent. I think that came up in pile 1 too. You're a very good parent, you're very protective. If you have kids, you're like a mama bear, you're or whatever, papa bear, you're very protective of your children. And you also like, why is this screaming to me like Nicki Minaj vibes? This is so like reminding me of like Nicki Minaj. And I'm hearing that song Anaconda in my mind. So it's like, I do think that people are like noticing a couple of different things about you. One, you have a really nice body and the shape of your body, whether you have more of a masculine shape or a feminine shape, depending on your shape, whatever your shape is. It's just beautiful. And also, family is important to you, and people are realizing that you um you are putting like family, first. And family can be defined as anyone that you like almost like choose to be your family, because sometimes with families, the one that you're born into doesn't necessarily always like deserve to be, you know, called family. In my opinion, you have to kind of earn that. So family is those who love you, and you're very loving with your tribe, and like this could be your friends or the people that you choose to be around. So people are just noticing and realizing that you're really loyal to your tribe. So that's beautiful. Late Bloomer said they've been keeping up with those workouts. That's cool. What else? Okay, people are noticing that you are not a sellout. So you have your own set of values, and you're not just going to fall for something. Like, you know how they say you've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything? Well, you're standing firm with what you believe in, and people can't convince you that what you're doing is wrong. Like, if you know that what you're doing is right in your heart, you're going to stick with it. Okay. You're going to stick with your goals. You're not going to just like not be you just because somebody doesn't like it. Like, you're being true to yourself and being authentic, and people are realizing that about you. So that's really beautiful too. We have healing. So people are realizing that you've been doing a lot of healing. And also, with her hands being all aglow here, you could be a Reiki master, or maybe you have like some innate gifts with your hands, that you have very healing hands, and your touch is very healing. So I'm not even sure if you really know this, but if you ever just get inspired to like touch someone or hug someone, and something inside of you is telling you, I've just got to give this person a hug and I don't know why, you should always follow your heart to do that, because you may have the healing hand gift. It could be something that you could actually look into to get into Reiki. But yeah, you have a lot of healing energy, and you have done a lot of healing as well. So people are realizing that. But yeah, sometimes you may get like an intuitive nudge, like, oh, I just need to give that person a hug. You should always, always listen to that, because you can actually like really heal somebody. It is profound. We have courage too. So people are really realizing lately that you're strong. You're standing in your courage. So I like that. That's a great confirmation. Okay. I think what I'll do now is, okay, last time we did the astro dice, and that was fun, and then we did these cards. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll try not to forget anything. There's so much I want to do. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and roll the astro dice, and then we'll do these cards, okay? And then we'll get into the charms, casting charms, and the letter tiles, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and roll these dice. Okay, so Spirit, help me to roll the dice of those who are here watching pile 2. What is their sun, moon, or ascendant, or birthday? Okay, so we got 11. So you could have been born on the 11th of any month, or a November birthday. We also got 7. 711 is actually an angel number that could be important to you. 7 could also be for the month of Is it July? Yeah, July. Okay. Also, July 11th could be a birthday here, or November 7th. And then we have 11 plus 7, so 18. So you could have been born on the 18th of any month. Okay. Then we have Scorpio. You could have Scorpio in your sun, moon, or ascendant position. We have Scorpio again. So double Scorpio. I'll roll that again. Scorpio again. So we got Scorpio 3 times. Now we have Cancer. And then we have Cancer again. So double on the Cancer. Okay, now we have Aries. And we have Pisces. Pisces. Sun, moon, or ascendant. Okay. All right, now I'm going to switch gears and do these about what are people realizing about you. And then we'll do charms and letter tiles. Okay. So, Spirit, what are people noticing about my Pile 2 collective here? What are they realizing? That you're happy. Okay. People are noticing that you're like, overall, you're happy. And you could have watched Pile 1 too. So if that's the case, this is just, kind of like a bleed over from Pile 1 if you watch that. And if so, I'm just so glad to have you here for both piles. That's great. You give so much pleasure. So you are the kind of person that does think of others. You give pleasure to others. What else, Spirit? Oh, Noble Heart says they are double Scorpio and Aries. That's so cool. Also, people are realizing that like you have a lot of seductive powers lately. Like you're very, very seductive with your energy lately. What else? You're not high maintenance. So you're somebody who's just like kind of naturally beautiful. It's not like it takes an exorbitant amount of money for you to look good. So you have the golden touch. You know how to just make things look pretty. So you could be really good at like home decor or arranging things on a shelf, or like arranging flowers, like creating flower arrangements, or you could just have an artistic eye, an eye for detail. But the Midas touch is generally like everything you touch is beautiful or turns to gold. You could have a petite frame. Okay. That doesn't necessarily mean that's for everybody. You are exceptionally good in bed. Oh gosh. You gotta love these cards. You gotta love these cards. So people are enjoying that you're very good in bed. Oh my gosh. Too funny. Too funny. You are very empathic. So it's almost like you can feel what other people are feeling. Sean is blushing. Oh my gosh. Boho style. Oh my gosh. Boho style. That's great. So I would say that's like a confirmation for those of you who have bohemian style and flair. You make me smile. So you have a beautiful smile and you know how to make other people smile and feel good. Your voice echoes like an angel. Some people could even call you Angel. Maybe that's your nickname. Or you could very well like resonate with earth angel vibes. So high above me. This could be a song that someone, when they hear that song, they think of you. There's a song, it's like so high above me, like Cleopatra or Aphrodite. Yeah, so actually I don't know who sings that, but maybe you guys can help me out. It's called So High Above Me. She's so high above me. She's so lovely. So somebody could be thinking that about you. That seems kind of specific, but maybe people are realizing that, like, you're cut above the rest. Oh, Tal Bachman? Okay. I haven't heard of that one. You're open for anything. Okay. You're like, yeah, let's do it. Let's go for a day trip, or let's do this. Oh, Oh gosh, this one's funny. This one's funny, but I've got to say it. Okay. It says you make people lose control when you bend over. Okay, I now I'm blushing. All right. It takes a lot for me to blush because I mean it just does, but that's funny. That's so funny. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can like do some charms and then I'll get into the letter tile. So, all right. So, Spirit, help me to cast the charms that are going to add to this conversation. Okay. Oh, I love this. People, whoa, oh my gosh, I dropped it. Yeah, it was a clown. I don't want to bend over right now, but it was a cute little clown. So just know that like people love your sense of humor lately. And also people are noticing that like you're growing, you're changing, you're elevating with the like the crown. It says I love you. It says blossoming. So not only did you get the flower, you got another flower here and a butterfly. And actually that's not a butterfly, is it? No, it's an elephant with the trunk up. That's like stands for being lucky. Star energy, so like that can stand for healing. It can also stand for like popularity. So you're likable. You're hot. We got the little flame. So people are noticing like you're very attractive. No, that's right, Shauna or Sean. I did not want. Sean says, "LOL, you don't want to bend over right now." No, you're right. Okay, so practice. It says practice. Like people are noticing that like you are willing to put in the hard work and the effort that it takes to master your craft or be good at what you do. People are noticing that like you're a hard worker. You could even be getting recognition for this at work. Then we have the woodpecker. Have faith during the storm, abundance. So the woodpecker, have faith during the storm, and it can also stand for abundance. So people see you as very strong, having the ability to be very like almost like grounded. I want to say like a tree. And we have a snake. That can stand for actually like healing because when you think of like medicine, the symbol for medicine is the staff with the snake around it. So that reminds me of like healing energy. You have healing energy. And then we have the little seahorse, which I always think these are the most beautiful creatures ever. So cool. I love seahorses. It can stand for like having very magical, like a very magical aura. And also, you're a good caretaker, I want to say. You're a very good caretaker to people. Okay. Now it's going to be like really fun. I'm going to get into letter tiles. And this was fun for pile one. It's different. I'm going to be using this tray. I'm going to be putting the letter tiles here. There might be duplicates, and that's okay. So Spirit, help me to choose the correct letter tiles for my pile two here. Maybe a few more. Okay. That looks like it's enough. So we want to have enough to be able to make some words here with spiritual Scrabble or to see some names or your initials, first, middle, or last name or a screen name. And then I will get some names too because I'm already hearing some. I was hearing like Mauve or like an M name, like I don't know why I was hearing Morticia. Maybe you kind of have like Morticia Adams vibes or you like that show, The Addams Family. Oh my gosh, I lost another letter. I'll just get a different one. It wasn't meant to be. I don't want to bend over right now and have you guys like staring at the top of my head. All right. All right. So far we've got MVE, CXDDD, lots of D's, UIANO, GCSO, BP, S. So another S. U and G. And I'm going to grab like a few more. Another G, a Q. Okay. Quentin. I just heard Quentin or like Quentin. Vic. Victorious. All right, here's your letters. Oh gosh, I got one upside down, don't I? Do I have one upside down? No. Oops. Okay. Here we go. I hope that you guys can see it. I'm seeing magic in here right away. Like, I'm seeing magic. I don't want to dump them out. But yeah, I'm seeing magic in here. Okay. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit here. This is tricky. And I'm seeing bunny. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of like like I don't know if I can say it, but somebody very attractive. A bunny, like Hugh Hefner kind of thing. Somebody with a very beautiful body. Okay. I'm seeing spa. Maybe you were thinking of going to a spa recently, or you could work in a spa, like a day spa. Okay. Late bloomer says they see their last name. I'm seeing municipal. Okay, that I don't know what that word means, but I'm hearing that, and I have no clue. But I'm hearing municipal, so I had to say it. Kind of reminds me of like I think there's a municipal airport or something like that. So there could be something here with travel. Like some of you may be thinking about traveling soon, or like going on a trip, planning a trip, maybe flying overseas or flying somewhere. Okay. Oh, thank you, Moon Pie. Okay. The name Vana, I was hearing Vana, Des or Desi. Um, what else? Gary, Jess. I'm seeing Indonesia in here. You could be from Indonesia. Oh, okay. Thanks, RoboMonk. RoboMonk says municipal is related to the country or city. Okay. And then so maybe you could work for like the city or something like that. Like maybe you work for like a city council or something like that, or you're on a board, you could be a board member on a city hall or something like that. Maybe that's why municipal was coming through. I don't know. And I'm seeing this may seem really random, but like marinara sauce. So some of you could be chefs or you like Italian food or something like that. Um I'm seeing like dunes. So maybe some of you like are thinking about going to the beach soon, or you like to spend a lot of time at the beach or on sand dunes or something like that. Oh, Allison says she works for a county. Oh wow, that's so cool. Thanks for sharing. I was hearing Gustav and needlepoint. Somebody here could do like needlepoint. Um Maria says she's been wanting to go to the beach. Noodle girl. Okay. Yeah. So somebody said they saw a noodle in here. Yeah, you could actually make homemade noodles. Oh yeah, those are so good. So you could be a chef or something like that. Sean says sun, God, soon, moon, and spoon. And then Maria says, so funny you say Dune. We met when I went to go see the movie Dune Part 2. Oh my gosh. Wow, that is so cool. And then not me literally just finishing cooking noodle soup. I love it. I love these confirmations. This is so cool. Yeah. So I'm also seeing the name Vanessa in the and Maya in the tiles too, and Danae, Danette, um, Shania, Shay, um, Josephina. I was hearing that. Gage. Donut. Okay, I'm hearing donut. We've got some foodies here tonight, that somebody who like loves donuts. Or maybe you like to cook, like bake your own homemade donuts. I've always wanted to try that. That would be so cool. Oh, Allison says Maya is your daughter. Oh my gosh. I love it. I love donuts too. I don't get to have them very often. But I love donuts. Especially like the long johns with like the like the white cream inside. I love those, and like the maple frosting. That's my favorite. Now I'm gonna get hungry for donuts. Somebody here could drive an SUV. I am seeing SUV. Yep, I love food too. um, I'm definitely like seeing Dubai in here, so somebody could have traveled to Dubai or know somebody from Dubai. Um, I'm seeing Dunkin', like the name Dunkin'. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Just thought about that too. Late Bloomer says gourmet donuts. I had to take a break from them. They're so good. Um, what else? Do you guys see anything in here? Vespa. Somebody could drive a Vespa. Somebody could drive a van. I heard red van. That seems very specific. Or like black van. So somebody could here could yeah. I'm just reading the comments too. You're renting a van on your trip. Oh wow. That's so cool. Yeah, so I was seeing van. Um what else? I was seeing like a Ferris wheel in my mind. I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe some of you are planning something with like a Ferris wheel or some kind of adventure to be had with a theme park or something like that. And I heard casino too. So this could be something that you guys are planning or something like that. And I can see actually casino in the tiles too. Some of you might like to gamble or like buy those little scratch off tickets. Okay, this is fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this. You just went to a casino, Latasha? Oh, wow. I hope you won. Did you win? You just got back from Vegas, late bloomer? Oh my gosh. That's so cool. A couple of weeks ago. That's so cool. So yeah, it's always fun to do like, spiritual Scrabbles, what I call it. And if you want to, like, after this video is, made public or whatever, or like you can go back to it and watch it again. You can always go back and like pause the video and play spiritual Scrabble. Okay. All right. Let's see. So I did that. I did this. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I missed anything. I think I got everything. Did I get everything, everybody? I got the letter tiles. I did the astro dice. I did the charms. And I think we're ready to move on to pile 3. Yay. Okay. So let me go ahead and show you what pile 3 is. Thanks for being here. Remember to press like if you're liking the video. And hey, subscribe too if you haven't yet. All right. So we've got, this is Dalmatian Jasper. Such a beautiful and unique stone. So this is pile 3. Pile 3, the Dalmatian Jasper. You're so welcome, late bloomer, and thank you for being here. It was just a lot of fun to interact with you and to hear your stories, and also so great too to be live with you so I can actually hear those confirmations and have this exchange. So yes, let's do it. I hope y'all are having a great day, great night, and if you're just joining in, happy Mother's Day to those who celebrate. What a blessing it is to be a mother and to have a good mother. It is a true blessing. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and connect with Spirit so we can start over with a clean slate and fresh energy. I'm going to use my cleansing spray. Okay. I like to make my own cleansing spray. I don't know if you all do that too. It's a good alternative to sage because sage is wonderful, but it's not always good for breathing that in all the time. This is what I learned, and I burn a lot of sage, so I'm like, well, I got to do something that isn't so harsh on the lungs in an enclosed space like this. So that's why you'll hear me doing like a little spritz of this instead of lighting sage all the time. But yeah, yep, okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and connect with Spirit, okay? So, Spirit, please be here now with me and help me to deliver clear, concise, and accurate messages to my Pile 3 collective all about the questions at hand. Spirit, please speak through me as you always do. Thank you, Spirit, and please bring in light, peace, positivity, and protection into this space and for those watching today. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so the question at hand is, what are people realizing about you, my Pile 3? So, thank you so much for being here. To everybody, this is such a fun experience, and I feel blessed to have this opportunity. We are going to be using some astro dice today. We are going to be doing confirmations and casting charms. I'm going to be using a few different oracle decks and tarot decks. Basically, I'm using one tarot deck, and it's my first tarot deck that I ever purchased. It's just a iridescent Rider-Waite classic, and I love it. It's very special to me. So we're using that tonight, and I'm just going to take a moment to cleanse the decks so that we can begin. And I'm going to be using this little oracle deck too. It's quite a cute little deck. I'm going to find out who gave me this. It was a fellow tarot reader gave me this deck, and I can't think of it who it is off the top of my head, but I am going to find out and link that down below. Okay, in the description box. So this is about what are people realizing about you lately. So hi, Brenda. Hi, Maria. That was your first deck too, Brenda? That's so cool. All right. So, Spirit, what are people realizing about my Pile 3? We have the Sun. So people are realizing that you're getting in touch with your happy side, but also you could be a Leo. And you could be really in your Leo energy right now, just shining and being quite exuberant. Leos are fire signs. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are a Leo, but you could be radiating that positive Leo energy, which is all about being passionate, loving life, being happy, and having that happiness come from inside, not having to rely on other people for your happiness. And people are realizing that you're going within for your happiness. You're not really relying on other people. Maybe you've learned you can't really always rely on other people to make you happy. It really has to come from within. So you're just shining, and you have a shiny aura about you. And I think is awesome too that this card is iridescent and it's so beautiful. And that's kind of how your I want to say rainbow aura. You have like a beautiful rainbow spectrum aura about you. You could have more than one color in your auric field, which is just absolutely beautiful. And you have a heightened awareness. Spirit just told me that you have a heightened awareness, psychic awareness. So people are really seeing that in you, that you're very psychic. Maybe you're making predictions that are coming true, or you're able to say like let's say you get a text and you're with a group of people and you're like, oh, I think that's so and so, and then you check your phone and you're like, oh, yep, it's so and so, or you may think of somebody and then you run into them the following day. So like different little things like that. People are just getting the impression that you are really quite psychic. So yeah, that beautiful rainbow aura though, that keeps coming back into my mind. You have a beautiful aura. So also you're very well balanced. People are noticing that like you seem to have a lot of confidence within yourself, and you have a good work life balance. Like, you take time for yourself, you prioritize yourself, and also I was hearing like you prioritize your loved ones. So you're making yourself a priority, and you're making your loved ones a priority too. So that's a healthy balance. That creates a healthy balance. That's why we see this person juggling. He's juggling the two different coins, and that's all about balance and harmony. So people are noticing that you're very well balanced, and you are in your harmonious nature. Oh my gosh, look at this. Now I got to ring my bell because that is a confirmation. Now, the temperance can be about earth angel energy too. You could resonate with earth angels. Um, this is about being well balanced as well. This is also about being the kind of person where people are realizing that you are very spiritual, and you could have had like some kind of kundalini awakening, or maybe you had like some kind of very enriching spiritual experience, and you could be either telling people about this or just kind of leading by example. But people can tell that you're very spiritual, but also um, you're not just out there. You're very planted firmly on the earth as well. So, you're able to showcase both sides of yourself. Like, you could be very spiritual, but also of the earth, like very planted firmly in to the earth. And you could have a love of learning. Okay, I am getting that from spirit. Like, you could love to learn, or you could love to research, and you could research like spiritual subjects and also earthy types of subjects, like actually academia, I wanted to say, like history. You could be a history buff or English buff or something like that. You could just have like a love of learning, and people are realizing that you're very intelligent. Okay, what else are people realizing? So S just said that always happens to S. She thinks, I think it's she. They. I'll say they. They is safe. They say that that happens to them. They will think of somebody, and they will message them a second later. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. So you must be very in tune with your psychic gifts then, and that's what people are realizing. Ace of Pentacles is about a gift. So people are realizing that you are very gifted. And also, I want to say people are realizing that you're very giving too. You're very giving of your time, your energy, and your like compliments. I want to say like you're very generous when you give compliments. They're genuine and they come from the heart. And you always are so good at giving like a genuine gift too. I don't know why, but like Spirit was telling me that like the gifts that you give to people, they could be homemade or just very special and thoughtful, and like they come from the heart, and like you're a very good gift giver. So people do realize that about you and cherish that about you. So Maria says her big three are all earth signs. That's so cool. All right, so what else, Spirit? What else are people realizing about my pile 3 lately? Well, we have the star, which can signify like healing. It can also stand for like your connectivity to the heavens. Um, and it can also stand for like the divine within you and being very aware of that. It can also be for your popularity. You could be gaining popularity, or like people are noticing you. You could walk into a room now, and it's like people now, it's like maybe before you might have felt a little bit invisible for some of you. But now it's like you walk into a room and you notice that people look at you, and you could notice more eyes on you, is what Spirit is telling me. Like, it could be very noticeable that like more eyes are on you, or you're getting more attention. So that could very well be because of your aura. And maybe people can't see the aura with their eyes, but they can sense that you have a special, unique quality about you. Okay. Ellison said she knew the star was going to come out. We also have this card, which talks about, it's the 4 of Cups. It talks about apathy, or like you get an offer and you kind of I guess don't care. Okay. You get an offer, but you don't care about it. So why is that card coming up? Let's find out. I think that people are noticing what Spirit just told me as soon as I asked it, Spirit just told me that people are noticing that you could be very picky and choosy about who you allow in your energy field. And yeah, you're trying to have a good attitude. So you're trying to just like go through your days and your life with a good attitude. And you want to have like-minded people that are also positive because you don't want to be like weighted down with people that are like a negative Nancy or like people who are like downers, Debbie Downers. No offense if your name is like Nancy or Debbie, but okay, you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Like if you have a negative attitude, it's like don't bother. Whoa, oh my gosh, I had 2 cards fly out. Okay. Whoa. We got the Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. These flew out, like literally jumped out. I love that when that happens. These 2 really wanted to come out. People are noticing that like I can't help but like notice that he's got his back turned and he's like, "See ya." So if the person that if you're around people and they're not radiating like positivity or good vibes, you just kind of don't have time for it. You're like, okay, I'm moving on because I'm in touch with my emotions. I know who I am. I'm taking care of myself, and I don't really have the desire to be around people who aren't aware. The Hierophant is somebody who's very aware. They're often like a teacher. They live by living an exemplary life and showing other people. So it's almost like if people are not like at least trying to be a good person or to at least try to be positive, it can really wear on you. Like, and you don't need it because these kinds of people are actually like energy vampires. And I feel like people are realizing about you lately, like you don't need an energy vampire in your energy because it's so draining and you only have so much energy. You can't just have people draining your energy. So I think that people are realizing about you lately that you're protecting yourself. That's why we had this card come up with apathy, because people may be like, hey, do you like negative people could be like, hey, do you want to hang out? And you could just be like, no, actually I'm kind of busy or whatever. You don't have to really create space for people who are negative, and you don't have to apologize. Okay. And then at the bottom, we have strength. So, yeah, and empowerment. So, you're really like people are noticing that you're strong and empowered. Some people might be like, I don't know why I was just hearing this. Some people might be talking about it like, oh, so and so's being like, doesn't want to hang out or whatever. Like they could be catty about it, but it's almost like you don't care. It's it doesn't bother you. You just what's most important is like you got to protect yourself, and I like that. So Jules is asking about timestamps. This is a live, so like I'll be adding those in after this is done broadcasting. All right, I will add those in as soon as this is done. Okay, we have guilt and sabotage. So you could have some people in your circle that are not too happy with the things they're realizing about you lately. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm a very honest reader. You could have people that feel guilty for the way that they treated you in the past, that are looking at you now and they're like, wow. Or they could be trying to sabotage your happiness. Like circling. I'm seeing like circling energy vampires, and you're just that's why we got this card. Like literally you're just like no, 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 and it doesn't matter how many times you have to say no, but like you will never say yes to people that want to like suck your energy dry. So that's good, but some people are not too happy about it, so that's what's coming through. Hi Owen, how are you? It's been a long time, Owen. We have release and surrender. You're letting go of toxicity. People are realizing that you might have let go of some friends or like family members or something like that, or just a situation. Maybe it was a job, but you're leaving some things behind. Release, surrender. You're surrendering to positivity. But people could be talking about this. You know how people love to talk. It just means that you're an important person. That if you got people gossiping about you, it just means that you're somebody that people enjoy talking about. And you're pretty special. We also have the moon, the dark night, shadow side. So this is about what are people realizing about you? People realize that you have confronted your shadow side and you're done with it. Like, you don't want to be a bottom dweller. You don't want to live low vibe. You want to be high vibing or like, feeling good. So you've had to do the shadow work, and people are realizing that like their ploys or like the way they used to get your attention, or like maybe this could be like somebody used to think you were their narcissistic supply. That's not working anymore for you. You're too, like, you're just so done with it. That's why I'm saying like you're unfazed. Okay. But yeah, it is unnerving to some people. Some people who would like to keep you down, but you're just not, like, you're not having it. Memories and nostalgia. So people are realizing about you that you hold on to the good memories, but you're letting go of the bad memories and you're moving on. It's not that you're being cold or callous. You're a sweet soul. You're just protecting yourself. And at the end of the day, like, you can be proud of who you are as a person, because spirit is telling me that like you're doing the right thing. So keep doing that. It doesn't matter what people think. Hi, Mary. I'm doing well, Owen. Thank you. Hi, Dash of Life. Dash of Life says, could that be why my anxiety goes crazy? Absolutely. Because this can be anxiety provoking. I think it's so important too to like protect your energy when that happens. Just like I have a video in my library about like energy shielding, and like you can protect yourself with like a bubble of light and all of this stuff. And I would definitely look into that if you don't know how to protect yourself. There's actually like concrete ways that you can do that. You can protect yourself and your loved ones. So yeah, I do it all the time. Then we have decisions. So people are realizing that lately you may have had to make some very difficult decisions. Maybe one of these decisions was to leave a job, or maybe you had to make a decision to cut somebody out of your life. But people are realizing that you've been making some really important life decisions lately, and maybe you've been called to do that. Hi, Annalise. Yes, I'm live. I'm so happy to be live with y'all tonight. There's somebody who wants reunion with you. They feel soul tied to you. This could be somebody that you might have rejected, okay? And they're seeing you as like, I don't know why, I was just hearing this song, Baby Come Back. It goes like, baby come back to me. I don't know who sings it, but I was hearing that song. So somebody wants you back, okay? Let's do these ones too, because these are really fun. Yeah, definitely take a moment to like hit the like button if you're liking this video, and definitely subscribe if you haven't yet. I would love to have you be part of this community. I'm going to be doing more lives more often because I want to connect with you all. All right, so Spirit. Whoa, Spirit, what are people realizing about Pile 3 lately? Cycles. Okay, you're closing up old cycles and you're opening up new cycles for yourself. And this can be very karmic. You could be also breaking generational patterns within your very own family unit. I know that sounds so cliche, but I don't think it would have come up if it wasn't true. Thank you so much, Sylvie, and happy Mother's Day to you as well. So we've got sadness. People are realizing that like they're sad. I don't think you are, because I'm not getting that vibe from you. But I think that people are sad because you've rejected them, because that really goes along with this theme. There's somebody sad, somebody's missing you. Okay. Yep. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I just heard that. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. So somebody's really, really desperately missing you and they're sad. they have a hole in their soul, and the number 36 could be significant here too. But it's almost like their energy like wasn't good for you. And um and I feel like you knew it too. Temptation. This person could still be a temptation to you to like sometimes you might be like, "Oh, should I call them or should I text them or should I reach out to them?" And you got to take care of yourself, you know? Um Spirit is saying that like just take care of yourself. Sometimes the universe will close a door and open a window of opportunity and something that's so much more aligned with our souls. So that's what's coming through. All right, so I'm gonna do astro dice, and then we're gonna get into the fun part, which is where did they go? Oh, right here. Okay, these cards. These are so much fun. So I'm gonna roll the astro dice to get some signs and birthdays. Hello and welcome if you're just coming in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and roll the astro dice. So Spirit, help me to roll the signs of the people here watching today or watching this replay. Or please let us know their sun, moon, or ascendant or birthday for confirmations. Okay, so we have Taurus. You could be a sun, moon, or ascendant Taurus. We also have Virgo, sun, moon, or ascendant. Libra, sun, moon, or ascendant. And Scorpio, sun, moon, or ascendant. We also have the number 3 and the number 2. That could be significant. When we add those together, we get 5. So the number 5 could be significant too, or a May birthday. This could even be the person missing you. Okay, I just got that. Like the person who's really missing you could have one of these signs too. Spirit just told me that in their sun, moon, or ascendant or birthday in May or March or February. And specific birthdays would be February 3rd or February 5th, March 2nd or March 5th, and then May 3rd, May 5th, or May 2nd for birthdays, okay? All right. All right, so good, Sylvia. I'm glad that this is resonating. All right, so now that's it for that. I'm going to do the cards next because this is so much fun. I love these cards. Some of them have been really like just funny. So you never know what is going to come out of here. But Spirit, please help me to choose the correct cards for my pile 3. All about what are people realizing about them lately? So Sylvie Ann says March 5th, which is Cedric, her son's birthday. Wow, that's so cool. It says your natural hair is beautiful. So people are realizing that your natural hair is beautiful. Even if you like to wear like hair pieces or wigs or whatever, like when you have your hair just natural, people realize like you have a natural beauty about you. So what a gift. You have good vibes. So people are realizing that you have good vibes. You're not a mean person. You're not a bad person. You have good vibes. You're a good person. You're intoxicating. So there's definitely somebody that's thinking about you, like wanting to be with you romantically. Hi, Tori. Oh, cool. So you've been wearing an afro hairstyle lately? That's so cool. And then Abundantly says, I love lives. I always get something from each pile and I feel so heard. Aw, I'm so glad, Abundantly. And she says, I love your look today. So gorgeous. It's effortlessly high fashion. Oh, thank you so much. I'm trying a new hairstyle because I just like to do different things with my style. All right, so it says you seem shy. Some people may be thinking that you seem shy, or this could also be like somebody could be thinking that you're not saying what you really want to say. I feel like that somebody could be, I think it's this person who's really missing you could be thinking that you're holding back or like you're not telling them what you really want to tell them. I think they're reading into it a little too much. Could be. You are very nurturing, so people are realizing that about you, that you are nurturing. You're very sweet. And then you see talent and potential in others. You're able to look into other people and see their true talents and gifts. And what a gift that is. I have chills all over just reading that about you. That's so cool. You have perfect teeth. So maybe you've been whitening your teeth or something like that. If that's the case, people have been noticing, or maybe your teeth are just perfect the way they are, even if they're not perfectly straight. That's okay, because when you have crooked teeth, it kind of adds character. So, but your teeth are perfect for you. It says you are disciplined. You can't be distracted from your steady work habits that lead toward your goals. So people are noticing that about you, that you are very disciplined and you can't be distracted from your steady work habits that lead you towards your goals. You're very driven. What else, Spirit? I'll just get a few more of these. You attract a lot of attention. So people are noticing that it's like, yeah, all eyes are on you. Like your level of physical attraction, I don't know, you must be having some kind of major glow up or something. You're also very smart. Some people might even refer to you as like a brainiac because you're very smart, goal driven. You go after what you want. You're a flirt. I just heard they wish. I don't know why. But yeah, as soon as I said that, I heard they wish. But yeah, somebody might think of you as a flirt, or they wish you'd flirt with them. They're dreaming, they're wishing and dreaming you'd be flirting with them. You have tantalizing energy, and people are realizing that about you. Esme says, if it's someone I would want to come in, yes, I hold back. I hold back in general, but with try her, I really hold back. Haha. Oh, thank you, Jessie. Jessie loves my rings. Thank you, Jessie. So sweet of you to say. You don't let things keep you down. That's the thing about you, people are realizing about you, is that, yeah, you're strong. You're not going to let something like ruin your day, like one negative comment or like somebody's differing opinion of you or whatever. Like, you're not going to let it ruin your day. So I love that about you personally, because don't we all have to deal with things that could come at us that are negative? And it's just like you almost have to just put a shield up and be like resistant to it and be like, I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to allow it to shake me, rivet me, ruin my day. So I'm glad that that came out for you, because I feel the same way. Sometimes people can be negative, but it's important to rise above it. Just do what you can. Okay, so we did those. I think we could do charms now because we didn't do that yet. And then we can do letter tiles and a little bit of spiritual Scrabble, channeling, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and do the charms because we haven't done that yet. So Spirit, help me to cast the charms that will add to this conversation. Ooh, I can see we have 117 people in here. I love the number 117. It's a great angel number. So please take a moment to hit like if you're liking this video, because that really does help. And subscribe too if you want to subscribe to this awesome community. I would love to have you be part of it. All right, so I'm not going to look, but I'm just going to pick some out and put them down there. And so these are your charms. Okay, so this is so funny. We have woodpecker. We had that in one of the other piles. I don't know which one. I think it was it pile 1 or 2? I don't know. It was one of those. Have faith during the storm, abundance. So like you have like this vibe about you that you're radiating, that you're just like weathering the storm, or like you're very sturdy and like you don't let things shake you. So yeah, weathering the storm, like that's such a confirmation. So thank you, Spirit, for that huge confirmation. Oh my gosh, look at this. Plump lips. Somebody here loves your plump lips, is noticing that your lips look just luscious. You could have like if you wear lipstick, maybe you switch to like a new color or something like that, or you could be yeah, doing something with your lips to make them just like accentuated. And there's definitely somebody thinking about kissing your lips. Sylvie Ann says, so cute. My son likes that movie, Woody the Woodpecker. Aw, cute. Morning glory is for affection. So people see that like you're a very affectionate person and you really do have a sweet side too, even though you protect yourself and your energies. Like you are somebody who's just like a really good natured person. Like you're always trying to make other people feel good. It says make today awesome. You're all about like making other people feel good, make like uplifting others and having other people have a great day. So that's great. The moon here is for illuminating the darkness and it stands for hope. So we have the moon here, and the moon can also stand for Pisces energy. So you could have like Pisces in your chart somewhere, or be just very into like psychic stuff like that, very in tune with your psychic gifts. The Emperor that came out in one of the other piles. I think it was it pile two was like the anyway. I can't remember. It all kind of blends together, but the Emperor here shows that like you are showing like authority and you're really in your boss energy, and you are a wonderful leader and people are recognizing that in you, your gifts, and they might think that you have a rather serious nature. People may think that you kind of have a very serious nature about you. Cord. So this talks about an energetic cord that you may want to think about cutting an energetic cord if you haven't done that yet with somebody. If you do not wish to be attached to somebody from your past, we're all connected through energetic cords. And sometimes, if you're connected to somebody that you don't want to be connected through, it can hold you back from moving on to something else. So, whenever this charm comes up, it's so important to think about cutting cords or, you know, asking your spirit guide to do it for you if you can't do it. There's different things you can Google on how to do it if you don't know how to do it. But that is coming up for a reason for you. Something about your cord, you're connected. Look, be careful who you're connecting to, okay? And what energies you're surrounding yourself with. And then as I say energy, look at this, we got energy. So just, and this is an adinkran symbol for energy. I love those adinkran symbols. They're so cool. And yeah, that one's about energy. So like protect your energy. People are noticing that you are more protective of your energy. Like you're not allowing yourself to really be around people like that. And then we got support with the cane. So it's almost like you are helpful. You provide support to people when need be. When like you're needed, you're like a steady rock. You are the rock, or like you offer truly good support to people. Like you're so helpful, and people rely on you. That's the thing. Like people realize too, they can rely on you, and you're going to be a steady support in their life. We have dead end. So I definitely feel like that with the dead end, you're opening up a new cycle. You're not going into a dead end situation. Like you're not interested in going back to anything that was not working. Like, you know how I said earlier about when the universe closes a door, or sometimes slams a door, it opens a window of opportunity that will be more aligned with your soul and your soul's journey. So it's actually beautiful, even though sometimes it's hard to let go. But that energy is coming through. And then we have the beautiful snowflake here, which stands for like your individuality. Well, I can't talk. Individuality, because every snowflake is one of a kind and it's unique like a fingerprint. So that talks about your uniqueness, and people are realizing that you're very unique and you do stand out. Oh, S says, I do have an RBF, so that could be what that means. Yeah, that could very well be. Um, and then Sylvie says, like the eye in the sky Egyptian test. Oh, you like my tattoos. Thank you. Um, yeah, there I do love Egyptian things. So thank you for pointing that out. Okay. So we've got to do the letter tiles for confirmations next, and I'll just be channeling like a few things, and we can do spiritual Scrabble. And yeah, I'm enjoying this. I hope you all are too. It's so fun to connect with y'all. All right, so I'm just going to put those back. And letter tiles. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to grab out some letter tiles. So Spirit, help me to choose the letter tiles that will reveal the person watching, their name or their initials, so that they can make sure that this is definitely their pile. Okay. Or even, you know, you might see the name or initials of that person that is trying to come into this reading. Sometimes you get that. People that like to work their way into your reading. That can happen. Especially if their energy or their presence is very, very strong. They'll be like, I'm here. And sometimes it's not welcomed. So we've got VNSSAGA MOG. So there will be some duplicates, and that'll be okay. CT. I was hearing the name Carter. Katrina, something like that. Okay. Catriona. That could be a name too, Catriona. Thanks, Mannix. And then we have AFM. FM. Okay, that kind of reminds me, like, some of you could have a voice for a radio. Like, it's almost like you have a beautiful voice. Okay, people could be noticing that you, or you could even work for a radio station. Now, this is not all of these are going to resonate, but take what you like and leave the rest. We have RJE. The initials RJ may be important here. IDA. This seems very random, but somebody here could have just had to renew their driver's license. All right, because I was hearing valid ID. So if that was you, definitely let me know. Somebody here could have had a recent birthday. So happy birthday, or you may have one coming up really soon. Okay. I was hearing the name Wendy or Wendell, so. Or Eva, the name Eva. Evelyn. Or Eva. Okay. So okay, can you guys see? All right. I'm seeing SAG, which kind of reminds me of like Sagittarius. So you could be a Sagittarius. I'm also seeing, that's a lot of letters, but I have this many because there's some duplicates. And I want to be able to have you guys play Spiritual Scrabble, and as well as I would like to be able to see a lot of words in here. Jeremy, the name Jeremy is here. Ash or Asher. Greg or Gregory. Elijah. Remy. Porter. I don't know if that's like a last name. Porter. Also Puerto Rico. Uh-oh, I dropped a letter. I'm sorry. I don't want to bend over and get it. Just because I don't want you guys to just like stare at the top of my head when I bend over to get it. But yeah. Okay. So here we go. I'm trying to do the best I can with these letters here. I'm seeing CIG. Somebody could be like a smoker. Cigarettes or something else. And then mug. Somebody here could have a mug collection. I'm seeing armory. Somebody could work at an armory, or you work with money. You could work in a bank, because I am seeing like the front of a bank, or like a lock, something with like money locked away. Okay, so you could work in a bank or finances, or even taxes. And then what else? I don't know why I was hearing Juilliard. I think that's like a, I don't know, Juilliard. I honestly could be a place of learning or something like that. I was hearing Juilliard. So if you know what that is, please let me know. Somebody says they see the name Tim. Katrina is your child's name. That's cool. Mannix. Oh, thank you, Mannix. You're so sweet. Um, yeah. Craig, the name Craig. Maggie or Margaret. Fairy. Somebody here could collect fairies or gnomes. Oh, Juilliard is a music school. Thank you, RoboMonk. Okay, somebody said farm. So you could live on a farm or, yeah, live near a farm, or maybe you were raised on a farm. You know, like maybe you and your family like raised livestock or something like that growing up. Guard. Okay. Magazine. Okay, somebody here could work for a magazine. Somebody here could even be a model. Insurance, car insurance. Okay, somebody could be an insurance salesperson or sell cars. Okay, I don't know why this is really random, but like mattress sales. Somebody could like sell mattresses. I know that sounds so random. Or like selling furniture. Or like be into sales and like be somebody who has to interact with a lot of people. Okay. Um, what else? Nathan. Okay. Um, somebody here could be hard of hearing, or could know somebody that's very close to you that is hard of hearing, or does have some kind of like deafness. Okay, because I am seeing deaf in the, um, or that could also be very symbolic of somebody who doesn't want to hear something. So, um, drums. Okay, somebody here could play the drums, play a musical instrument. Somebody here could wear multiple rings on their fingers, kind of like I do, multiple rings on their hands. Um, the name Fatima, I'm seeing Fatima, or this could even be, I think there's a place called Fatima. It has to do with Mary. So you could, maybe you were like raised Catholic or something like that. You could have a connection with Mary. Your name could be Mary. Okay. And what else? Family. I think family is very important to you. I am seeing family here. Hmm. Oops. Okay, the letters are falling, so I think I'll take that as a sign that we're done with that. But yeah, that was so much fun, and you can always go back to, and like when this video is made, public, or when it's done, you can actually go back and like pause the video and like play spiritual Scrabble if you want and see what other words you can come up with. But yeah, this has been so much fun, and I hope that if you've enjoyed that you will press that like button and also subscribe. I would love to have you be part of this awesome community. So Moon Pie says, funny because my ex has the same birthday as Trump. Oh, wow. That is funny. Oh, that's okay, Danielle. I was just wrapping up here. It's been such a fun time to connect with you all. And as I said, like, I feel so blessed for this opportunity. So thank you for being here, Sylvie and Mannix, and for all of you, Abundantly, Moon Pie, Danielle. I hope that I have an S. RoboMonk, thank you. Esme, Allison, my muchness ASMR. I love ASMR. And you said your lucky number is 711. Oh my gosh. That's one of my lucky numbers too. Maria, Jesse, if you're still here, abundantly, all of you, Tori, Thank you so much. Streetcar named Sago. That's cool. I like that name. Yeah, so Brenda, yes, hey Brenda, thanks for being here, everybody. Even for those of you who didn't leave a comment, that's okay. I'm just glad that you could be a part of this tonight with me. And again, happy Mother's Day, and I hope you enjoyed your day. And tomorrow's reading, I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a love and romance type of reading about the person on your mind, how they're truly feeling, and their next actions towards you. What are their intentions? So I hope that'll be something that everybody will enjoy. I'm trying to do like a balance of like love readings with other types of readings and trying to get those in there too, so that it's not just one type of reading. Because I know that many of you enjoy like a mixture of different types of readings. And I appreciate that too, because I get bored with like one type of reading. So it's fun for me to do different types of readings. Oh, yeah, definitely, Danielle. That would be great. A great topic to consider about like what to expect next month or in the summer. Yeah, I love that idea. You're so welcome, Maria, and I'm glad to be here for you. And like I said, it's such an amazing opportunity. A future spouse reading would be a great idea too. Yes, I love it. I really enjoyed the night, this time with you. Thank you so much, and thanks for those of you who are watching or watching this replay. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I hope you tune in for the reading tomorrow as well. Much love to you all. Bye.